Hello, Ute here with an outside video on a cool June day for my wellness moves. I haven't done one of these in quite some time, and I was inspired because it's so nice and cool outside and I can wear this new shirt. And I wanted to talk about what I call the sphere of wellness. And I've been watching some chiropractic and acupressure YouTube videos, such as from Dr. Alan Mandel, who does a YouTube series called All One Word Motivational Doc. And I find that the tapping that I showed is in his practice, and he calls it the vagus nerve reset. And I am proposing that exploring all of the edges of the sphere that your body inhabits and extending yourself and feeling a sphere of movement that your body is always in. This concept of mine, I believe, could lead to help for some of these kids who are having cross-sex ideation and they're feeling very distressed about their body and so on. And I really think that if we promote an idea that there are alternatives that are non-medicalized, and you can learn to accept your sexed and sensed body, and that the philosophy of the cross-sex ideology is all about over-sexualization and introducing sexualized ideas to children at an inappropriately young age. So, as always, I like to stretch out the front of my hip, and I recommend doing that as best as you can. I'm unusually flexible because I danced for 14 years, but this is what I do for me. You can always use the seat of a chair and just bend forward as best as you can. It's important to get that flexibility into especially the backs of your legs and the front of your hip. Now, my first move is usually the pelvic lift. I'm wearing so many layers. One aspect of this that I always stress is breathing out when you go up and when you go down. A lot of practitioners don't mention that, but if you are breathing out, you are engaging the full abdominal, all the layers, the whole wall, top to bottom. And it's very important to be in touch with your abdominal wall. I pose that if you are working on your abdominals to get them strong, not just flat, but to get them strong and dynamic, then you will be feeling that sense of strength, that sense of muscularity, instead of having this feeling of kind of constriction and stress that is related to the vagus nerve. Now, I'm just going to show you something that I saw it's related to this Dr. Mandel, who is a chiropractic practitioner. He was talking about doing this tapping right at your sternum, kind of up to the collarbone and back down for half a minute or a minute. And then I am actually telling you, I do feel it as a reset, especially if I've been working on my abs. So I'm just going to give you something very, very simple because I'm thinking about this. I know as a trained dancer, I've sometimes put together a sequence that is going to take some time for your regular person off the street to accomplish and absorb. But this is going to be one of my most simple and a start. And I would say if you have someone in your life, or if you know of a family where there's a teenage girl who's saying, I don't think I'm born in the right body, and all this kind of stuff, not that you're going to try to talk them out of anything, but to mention, oh, have you tried this? Have you tried this simple thing? Okay, so this is how it goes. Stretch out like that X, as in my Leonardo, and then in, and then this tapping, which I would do for longer if I'm just doing it by myself and not recording. Then the pelvic lift with breathing out both, going up and down. Then the bent leg lift, always breathing out. It doesn't have to go high. If you are slow at this part, that's where your abs are really getting engaged. And then I suggest come around to the side and up, and then just around and back down. Just feel your space. And up and around and back down. And after doing that a few times, then when you come up, you can be like this and stretch up and feel that sphere of your body's movement. And then reach one hand over and all the way out and then up. I don't have a very good arch in my upper back anymore, but try. And then reach over and up and over and up and over. And when you've done it and you're tired, it does make you move forward a little bit, then you can circle back down to one side and resume this position and start over with the tapping. Pelvic lift as many times as you feel comfortable or have time for. Knee lift, then going over to the side and sweeping your arm around your sphere. And you could then immediately go into this, up and over. So let me know. I'm excited because when I started this, I only had a few subscribers, and now this will go out to quite a few of you. It's good. It's really good.